Hello and a big welcome back to all my subscribers, and if you're not a subscriber, what's wrong with you? Right, some progress has been now made, mostly thanks to the logic analyzer that I created using this Pi Pico, which is plugged in, as you will see at the moment, into my multiplexer for the most part, and also three sort of control chips, the upper memory bits, to show me what is happening. Now let me just switch over to the desktop here, and you can see this is the code that's running on the machine. Basically I set the memory for the stack pointer and then just effectively zero out everything else, and then down here I move the stack pointer into place, and then I move to 8, which is just above it's the memory mapped IO just above the memory of the RAM. And at the moment it doesn't actually connect anything because I took almost all of that out. But I added in a loop here, and basically I'm adding 1 to this, which should address the very next memory IO port. And then I just continue to do that. On my logic analyzer, you can see that that is working. So here, when this is high and high, this goes low, so number 9 is active low, which is the next one up. And so this is basically working. So I'm quite happy now that all of the RAM and the ROM are now working as they should with my memory mapping. So that means that from this point on I'm happy to go ahead and wire up a lot of the other stuff. The problems I had here that the logic analyzer helped me out with was the fact that I had cross-wired 2 of the wires that were going into my multiplexer, and so that was never going to work properly. It shows me that I've got the RAM and ROM wired up properly. So now I just need to focus on the controls, and I've decided I'm just going to do these one at a time rather than try and wire everything at once, because I've had lots of wiring problems. So I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to focus on getting the serial UART working. So these two, which are actually already wired to the board, but they're not wired into the chip. So the next thing here is to wire this up with the control wires correctly here, so that 8 becomes my UART. I had considered making 8 the GPIO pins, but either way it doesn't really matter. I will just set the memory IO to one of the memory addresses above the 8, and then move on. But the one I really want to do now is the UART, because then I can start to transfer data in and out via cable, and hopefully it won't need to do the ROM work so much. But I'm not really sure. I might do the GPIO. There's a lot more components with the GPIO that's causing me some hassle, so I think I'm probably going to start with the UART, do that first, then the GPIO, then I'll probably move back onto the WD VIA chip, because the VIA chip is the thing that's going to control the mod VGA, which is going to go in here. It'll control the SD card, which is going to go in here, and some of the other stuff. So I'm going to park that and do that last, because I think that's going to be the most complicated. I'm going to try the serial port now for a start. But basically I'm really happy, because now at this point this is all just software. and a bit of wire, you know, obviously wiring this up. But most of my problems previously were software, and now it's just wiring and getting it all to work in the software. So that's it. Great news, great update from my point of view, and I hope you're enjoying it. If you like this sort of stuff, please like and subscribe and all that good jazz, and I will see you later. Thanks a lot. Bye.